back here at the regionals in Mountain View, awaiting a championship matchup between the Lyman Eagles and the Mountain View Buffaloes. This will be the 5th time these teams have met. This is arguably the most important of those 5 matchups, although a few have been for championships, such as in the Cokeville Championship, in that opening week tournament to start the year. This is undoubtedly the most important of those matches, because this one will determine the number 1 seed out of the 3A West Conference. I'm Sean Bennett. Thank you for following along on this long journey we have had, where Mountain View and Lyman have arisen to the number 1 and 2 seeds here in the regionals, kind of following along with what I had predicted before the tournament started on my weekly radio show. That's 10:30 to 11 a.m. every Tuesday on KMYN Radio. That's 99.1 on your dial, or listen live on MyLocalRadio.com. On that Tuesday radio show, I predicted it. I said I think Lyman and Mountain View will be in the championship. I would be very surprised if it's not a championship match between those 2 schools. Sure enough, it is. Turned out that is the case. And Mountain View will have home court advantage, but do not count out Lyman. Not that you would, because Lyman is undefeated on the season at a perfect 32-0. Well, I guess 34-0 now after 2 victories earlier in this 3A West regional action. The team that wins their 3rd match here of the 3A West Regional Volleyball Championships will be the champion. So as of right now, both teams are ready to go. The Lyman students that are here will storm the court and get ready to do a line around to handshake their team. And now here come the Mountain View students, children, out on the court. So you can tell it's already a high-intensity atmosphere because, well, at the end of the day, they're all about as both teams get ready and get set to go. Once we get the starting lineups, we'll give them to you as they are announced. That is Mandy Ayer getting the starter distinction for Lyman. Spring Yagi getting a start. Kylie Walker going to run around the circle. She'll get a start as setter. Cassidy Nelson will play a massive role for this team tonight. McKaylee Bradshaw as well as senior McKinley Bradshaw are going to start, as well as Olivia Smith will start this game. As they announce that, you already know this, but Lyman is coached by Barisha Hansen. No surprise there. Shouldn't come as a surprise to you. Maybe you don't know, but she has been the coach all year, so. Both teams ready to go here as Mountain View will have their starters announced in front of their home crowd. A substantially large amount of fans are out on the court to high-five the players. Allie Rinker, 5'11" sophomore. She's going to get the start. Not to show any favoritism, but the announcements for each team a little different on the enunciation of each name. Haley Stevens, she will start. No surprise there as well. 5'4" senior Allie start. She's going to make a lot of noise, and she's going to be a high-powered, high-energy person for this team. Always love to see the Hallie Bugas handshakes with her coaches. Always unique and different. Haley Herford, the first of the Herford sisters to be announced. Lindy Herford the other sister of the Hereford sisters, twins, to be starting. And Frankie Jenkins, the final starter that has been announced here. So as the crowd rushes back to their seats, tries to get the view. Both teams are ready to go, and so are we at MyLocalRadio.com. We've been waiting for this one all day long. So, as it stands, Lyman and Mountain are playing each other for the right to be the #1 seed out of the 3A West in Casper next week. Lyman 32-0, Mountain View 22-8. 4 of those 8 losses, however, come to this same Lyman offense, the same Lyman team, so Lyman with a 4-0 advantage when it comes to these two teams. I was joking with Coach Timms before the match, and amongst other things, she was making fun of me for wearing a blue shirt today. I just kind of pulled something out of my closet and wore it. And she said, you couldn't have worn any other color, and I laughed and joked about it with her, and she said, oh, I'm only kidding. So I'll wear purple to the state championships just to appease Coach Timms. But it is 3-0. It is 4-0 in terms of matches played. I said, hey, Coach Timms, lucky try number 5, and she laughed, and she said something like that. So Mountain View trying to win in front of their home crowd here in this championship match. So both fan bases are ready and roaring to go as the Lyman student section and Mountain View student section are here and ready to go. And that is out of play, out of bounds, and that's how the regional final will start with the home team on the scoreboard and, well, playing on their home court. The Mountain View Buffaloes getting the first point. And that one is straight out of bounds, so a service error will go back to Lyman. Spoke with Morgan Douglas before the match. She said, hello, Sean. And I said, hi, Morgan. How are you doing? She let me know how her day was, so that was nice. Love to talk to Lyman and Mountain View players of any sport. So if you're a player of a football team listening, say hello. I don't bite. I'm not a weirdo. At least I don't think I'm a weirdo. I'm probably a weirdo, but at the end of the day, say hello. And anyway, getting back to some real volleyball action, Lyman powers that one through and gets the kill there. That one's over the net. Kept alive there as Bugis saves it. Bugis again. Georges. Looked like Hereford was going to attack it, but Bugis instead was the one to hit it. And it's off the hands of Georges and into the cheerleaders, and that is another Lyman point. So Lyman here in front of a packed house. I do not see any open room on any of the bleachers right in front of me. And then on the far side, there's a couple spots way up top, but other than that, it is packed house. There are people lined up all along the walls. The doors are open, people standing in the doorways as well, and that one's out of play. And another Lyman point as they let that one go, and it is 5-1. 5-1, Lyman leading early in set 1. Kept alive on the outside. And there we go. Cassidy Nelson powers that one past her teammates. And that one is going to be a timeout, Mountain View. So Mountain View down 6-1 early in this championship match on MyLocalRadio.com.
We know that when you think of Plains Tire in Evanston, you always think
the Tire Professionals.
Quality customer service.
They're friendly with great prices.
I really like Plains Tire in Evanston.
But did you also know that the team at Plains Tire offers oil changes, windshield wiper checks, and free alignment checks? That's right, free alignment checks. We don't want you to quit thinking all those great things when you hear Plains Tire. We just want you to add to the list. Plains Tire, the tire professionals. Stop in today, 157 Bear River Drive.
I just realized my mic was off during that long run, so I apologize for that. We're going to take a timeout on MyLocalRadio.com with this timeout when we return.
MyLocalRadio.com is Southwest Wyoming and Northeast Utah's top website and the best source for local area news, weather, sports, and community events. And that's not all. MyLocalRadio.com features thousands of photographs of Wyoming and Utah high school events, from speech and drama competitions to local events, sports and activities, and much more. Check it out today and see what MyLocalRadio.com has for you.
Kept alive here, Mountain View and Lyman. It is 11-3 through 14 points in the first set in this match. Ball is lofted over. In the middle, Rinker attacks it, and that is not going to get there. Not going to get there is McKinley Bradshaw as she dives for it, makes an effort. Comes up just short. (11-4) the lead here. Mountain View trying to fight back into this first set about midway through. On the outside, and that is Lindy Herford powers it past the Lyman defense. You can tell when Mountain View scores a point because the gym is considerably louder after the students and the cheerleaders get into it. Kept alive on the outside, and that is received by Bugis. Lindy Herford sends it over the net. Kept alive in the middle, and that is Spring-Yagi there. Georges sets it wide to Lindy Herford again. Kylie Walker is going to set up Cassidy Nelson, and Rinker comes down with the ball on her own side of the net. It is 12-5 now. (12-5) in this match. Herford. Outside, McKinley Bradshaw swinging forward, and she connects right in front of Allie Bugis. Olivia Smith picks up the ball, throws it back to Cassidy Nelson, who is serving with the lead here, 13-5. Lyman ahead of Mountain View in set number 1. Bugis receives the serve. She gets it over to Georges. Georges gets it up to Haley Herford. And Haley Herford cannot connect on that one. It is another point for Lyman here, as it says on the scoreboard that's 13-6. It actually should be 14-5. Happened a couple times today. Might happen a couple more times in this match with the home team Mountain View playing. Might be a little bit quick on the trigger finger to give a point to Mountain View, even if they didn't earn it. Should be 14-5, the score should be right now after this point. Let's see if it changes. And that is off the arm of Frankie Jenkins. And the Lyman bench is trying to point that out. The scoring error should be 15-5. And it looks like it's figured itself out. So wrong team, wrong score, and the Lyman bench quick to it. Credit to Olivia Smith and a couple of those Lyman players who immediately saw that score was not correct. Kylie Walker in the front row for Lyman. That one is hit from Lindy Herford, just kind of punched that into the back row, but it was too long, and it's 16-5. 16-5, Lyman with an advantage. Kept alive, Lindy Herford. Kylie Walker in the middle, Spring-Yagi, and Spring-Yagi throws it off the hands of Allie Rinker. Well, I said this earlier, but I think my mic was off when I said it. Ben Carr, principal of Mountain View High School, is in attendance today. He's leaning against the far right baseline wall in his all-purple suit once again. Not sure if you haven't seen this thing before, but it is something to behold. A dark purple suit. He wears a purple tie underneath it and purple pants. It is something to behold. I love it. Not a Mountain View fan or a supporter or anything like that, but that is a sharp-looking purple suit. I would definitely recommend the Mountain View fans wearing a purple suit if they have to look professional. Kept alive there by Cassidy Nelson. On the outside, McKinley Bradshaw swings at it. Still alive, McKinley Bradshaw over to McKinley, and McKinley knocks it out of bounds, and that's a Mountain View point. 17-7 here. Allie Bugis floats it over. McKinley Bradshaw, Bugis, Georges, Hereford, and Hereford sends it long. So Lyman with an 18-7 advantage, quickly ahead in this match. As they try to close out set number one, Bugis and Mountain View will try to come back here, and that is the way to do it. Throwing it off the hands of Olivia Smith and the block out of play. So that is a Mountain View point. Hereford, Lindy Hereford serving. Kai Walker sets it up on the outside. McKinley Bradshaw keeps it alive. Bugis into her own student section. They get out of the way for her, and they go wild after that one. And that is alive, and it is a point for Mountain View. So Bugis going into the meadow bleachers where her student section helped her out. Certainly helped out. And they win the point, 18-9. Lyman's lead has shrunk by a few points here, and McKinley Bradshaw mishits that one, kind of off her fingertips and out of bounds. Or, not out of bounds, but off the net and onto her own side. It's 18-9, 18-10 now for Mountain View, trailing. Kylie Walker at the net, giving up some size up there, but she is able to keep it alive. Lindy Hereford smacks it over the net. This one's going to go back over onto the Mountain View side, not able to be put away on the first ball. And that one is a block there. McKinley Bradshaw blocked at the net. And the Mountain View players came together and all cheered after that one. 18-11 here. Mountain View leading. That one up at the net, and Lindy Hereford puts it away. Another point there for Mountain View, and it's gone from 18-7 to 18-12. 5 in a row for the Eagles. Still alive here. Kylie Walker sets up McKinley Bradshaw, and McKinley Bradshaw hits the sideline for another Benedict's Market kill. Benedict's Market and True Value in Mountain View right down the road. They might not be rooting for Lyman, but they are our kill sponsors, so for both teams. Every kill brought to you by Benedict's Market and True Value in Mountain View. McKinley Bradshaw just kind of smacks at it, and Bugis is incensed. She really thought she got underneath that one. They're not going to give her credit for it. And the crowd will boo the officials there as Bugis got up, and she was very upset. She really thought her hand was underneath that one, but the officials did not give her credit. And Diana Timms and her team thought, and her bench definitely thought she got under it. Tried to get some help from the down official, but he was not going to overturn that call. So it's 21-12 here. Kept alive. Lindy Hereford smacks it off the hands of McKinley Bradshaw. And that's another Mountain View point. The Buffalo trying to come back here in this set. After a slow start, they have been better as of recent in this set. Kylie Walker back sets, and that is good for McKaylee Bradshaw. McKaylee Bradshaw, a kill there, and it is 22-13. 3 points away from taking this first set is Lyman. Ball goes up, received by Bugis on the outside. Frankie Jenkins swings for it. Frankie Jenkins connects. And that is a Benedict's Market in True Value and Mountain View kill. Frankie Jenkins, powerful enough to get that one by the Lyman defense. (22-14) the lead here, and make it 23-14 as Lyman lets that one go, and it does go out of bounds. So the lead here for the Eagles sitting at 9. Trying to close out set number 1. This one set up in the middle. Rinker going to attack it, and Rinker does get it off of a block, off of a tip, and that's going to be another Mountain View point. Over the net there. Kept alive. Frankie Jenkins, and somebody touched the net. They're going to call this one on Lyman. And quickly it was, I believe, 22-7, I said. And now it is 23-16. So Lyman on a run here. Mountain View on a run here. And as I say that, the announcer Jinx gives the ball back to Lyman on the service error. 24-16 is the lead. It is set point. Our first set point in set number 1 goes to Lyman. Georges gonna set it middle. Rinker off the Lyman defense, and that will be a Mountain View point. Not sure if it's intentional or not, but these Mountain View players, these Lyman players, after they lose a point and Mountain View is back to serve, they're rolling this thing all the way back in the corner of the GIF. Not saying it's intentional, but something to a little bit of mental warfare for Mountain View, and no mental warfare needed, just physical warfare, as that one is how the first set will end. Coach Brescia Hansen and Diana Timms will head to the scorer's table, fill out their lineup cards for the second set, and get their teams ready for this second set. Join us when we return on MyLocalRadio.com.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
Your mobility affects every aspect of your life. When you suffer from an injury that decreases your mobility, or maybe you're just noticing that you're having a harder time balancing and your flexibility isn't what it used to be, call Randy Christofferson at Achieve Sports Medicine. Randy will work with you to improve your overall health by reducing pain and improving mobility. Schedule your appointment today by calling 307-747-4627. Achieve Sports Medicine in Lyman. No.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. I perform total hip, total knee, and total shoulder replacement. The huge majority of patients of mine that have undergone total joint replacement have been dealing with pain and disability for many years. After joint replacement and recovery, patients are back to doing the activities that they want to do.
Back here at Mountain View, where the Buffalo lost set number 1 to the Lyman Eagles. Lyman looking to make this win number 5 on the year against the Mountain View Buffaloes. Both teams, fan base is trying to get their team into it here. As both teams get ready for action. Both teams looking to get a win tonight and get the number 1 seed out of the West for the 3A conference. Next week in Casper, all will be decided as far as state champions go, and you can listen to all the action on MyLocalRadio.com. I will be there in Casper, hopefully for the whole weekend. Depending on the results, obviously, if Mountain View and Lyman are both eliminated, I might head home early, but I don't envision that happening. I'll be there hopefully the whole weekend. First point of the second set. Ball is up. Kylie Walker. Cassidy Nelson. The ball is blocked. Rolls back onto her own side of the net. And Cassidy Nelson can do nothing but just watch that ball fall inbounds. And Mountain View has the first point of set number 2. Lyman with the set advantage. Mountain View with the advantage in this set, 1-0. This one spiked to the back corner, and that's going to be successful for McKaylee Bradshaw as she gets Lyman's first point of this second set. Kept alive there momentarily. Bugis goes all the way back to get it and is somehow over the net. What a play there from Mountain View. Bugis, Georges pushes it to the back row. Bradshaw was there. Bugis, seems like she's touched the ball every time for Mountain View, and that one's blocked. McKaylee Bradshaw back-to-back points for Lyman. She blocked that one right back down into play on the Mountain View sideline. Kept alive there. Kylie Walker at the net, a jump ball, and nothing against Kylie Walker. Obviously, Kylie Walker is a lovely person, but whenever there's a jump ball at the net, she's going to suffer that height disadvantage nearly every time, unless maybe it's Allie Bugis on the other side of the net. But Bugis is not going to be in the front row very often, so don't have to worry about that. But to no fault of her own, Kylie Walker just kind of has to deal with that sometimes. Kept alive. Kylie Walker going to set it up wide, and McKaylee Bradshaw leaves her mark on the court in this set. McKaylee Bradshaw has finished all three of Lyman's points here early in this second set. They now lead, thanks to McKaylee Bradshaw, 3-2. So exciting action here, and that one is in. So Mountain View gets another point and gets that score back to tie, being tied here, 3-all, 3 apiece here in set number 2. And that one is straight through the court, out of play. And that's going to be a service error on Mountain View. Neither team will go super deep into their bench unless maybe it turns into a rout, which I don't expect to see. So that one is wide, long, out of play, and that's another Lyman Eagle point. It is 5-3 here in set number 2. Lyman with the lead and a set advantage. They lead 1-0 in sets. Bugis, Georges, Lindy Hereford. Kylie Walker is going to tap this one over to Spring Yagi, who's going to tap it over the net. Lindy Hereford going to swing for it. Makes Cassidy Nelson dive for it. Kylie Walker cannot get the angle on it. And that ball is into the net. And it's 5-4. So Lyman and Mountain View going back and forth here in this set. Been tight. It's been a tight set so far through 9 points. And that's blocked and set back. A huge block there. I believe that was Haley Stevens with the block. Kelsey Georges was also there for Mountain View. And it's 5-all. Can't get any closer through 10 points. We're at 5 apiece. Olivia Smith all the way in the back row of that defense receives the serve. Georges takes the second ball, sets it over to Lindy Hereford. Bradshaw swings in. McKinley Bradshaw does not connect on that one. Came up a little short there as the ball hit the net and fell onto the Lyman side. 6-5 here. And now 7-5 at Bradshaw's Glass Towing Fitness Ace. That ace brought to you by Bradshaw's Glass Towing and Fitness Ace. Sponsoring every Mountain View and Lyman Ace in 2018. Lindy Hereford back to serve, maybe hoping to duplicate the results. Spring Yagi, or actually McKaylee Bradshaw in to take that serve. Georges going to set it up wide. Frankie Jenkins looking to get her name in the books on this set. McKinley Bradshaw is going to roll it over. Haley Herford takes it. And that one is up and over the net. McKinley Bradshaw blocked, but she gets it back, and she's going to have another opportunity. She taps it over to Frankie Jenkins. This one's going to be a back row attack from Bugis. Not a lot of opportunities for Bugis to get a lot of back row attacks. And that one, a diving effort there from Haley Herford. Not quick enough. It's 7-6. Mountain View still leads in set number 2. But Lyman leads in sets 1-0. Kylie Walker, McKinley Bradshaw again. Jenkins is there on defense. Kept alive. And out of play off of Lyman. So Lyman was able to get their hands on it, get their arms on it, but it unfortunately for them went out of play on the Mountain View side. So out of bounds there, and it's 8-6. And that's a double hit there from McKaylee Bradshaw. That serve went right off her forearms and just kind of traveled up her body and kind of clunked her in the face. It hurts your ego, your pride more than your actual physical self, so she seems to be okay, and almost glad right there that Haley Herford avoided that ball, because that spike from McKinley Bradshaw would have left a mark on her face had her face still been where the ball was going. Narrowly avoided getting a black eye or worse from that McKinley Bradshaw spike. And that ball is tapped into the net, and that's going to be a Lyman point. So Frankie Jenkins' ball is a little bit out in front of her, and she was not able to corral that one. So 9-8 here. Mountain View still with the lead in set number 2. This one set up in the middle, kept alive. Georges on the outside, Frankie Jenkins. Cassie Nelson dives, sends it over to the Mountain View side. Let's see how they deal with this third ball. Tapped over. Kylie Walker is there. And that set from McKaylee Bradshaw is not what it needed to be. Kind of had to push the ball, and the ball was a little in front of her, and she hit it twice, which is an error. 10-8 here, the lead for the Buffalo over the Eagles. McKinley Bradshaw spikes, but Bugis is right there. Jenkins blocked at the net, and that's going to be in play. And that is another kill for Lyman. After that kill, McKaylee Bradshaw even interacts with her visiting student section. Gets them on their feet. And loud. Allie Rinker sets it over. Cassie Nelson just tried to one-hand that thing over the net, and it did not work out how she wanted it to. It's 11-9, Mountain View with the lead here. Mountain View trying to take another set away from Lyman. Remember, 3 of the 5 sets that Lyman has lost this year have been courtesy of this team. So I believe it was 4 out of the 5, actually. 4 out of the 5 sets that Mountain View has lost. I think Lyman lost 1 against Cokeville. I can't remember anybody else that they lost a set to or dropped a set to. So I think Cokeville was the only other team that Lyman lost a set to. 12-9, the lead here, and that's off the Mountain View blockers and out of play. And Morgan Douglas, amongst others, gets off the bench for Lyman and cheers in jubilation after that one. We did see a Jolly player earlier in the day. I believe, I forget what team Jolly played for. My mind has gone completely blank, by the way, from being here for the last 10 hours or so. As that one is off Mountain View, so Mountain View trying to get that Jolly atmosphere back. They still lead by a point here, but the lead has been cut to 1 after a couple Lyman points, and that is out of bounds, and that's how Lyman will give up the possession once again to Mountain View. 13-11, set number 2. Mountain View leads. Trying to get the scoreboard back even here in this set. Spring Yagi rolls it over the net. That's attacked at the net, and somebody touched the net, and it was Lindy Herford who made contact with the net, and that's going to be a Lyman point. Lyman trails by 1. They lead by 1 in the sets. 1-0. In the middle, Lindy Herford, and Lindy Herford sees that attack go out of bounds. That'll get the Lyman fans up off their feet cheering. Pretty good mix of both teams here. I would say that there's a little bit more Mountain View fans here, as you would expect being the home team on a Saturday night. But still, Lyman brought a lot of fans here on a Saturday night. Made the short drive from Lyman, about 10-15 minutes away. To come here, McKinley Bradshaw stabs at it with one hand, able to keep it alive somehow. And unfortunately for her, it did not connect on the pass over to Spring Yagi. And it is 14-13 Buffaloes over Eagles. Midway through set number 2. Cassie Nelson swings, blocked at the net. I believe that was Stevens again. Georges is there, and that ball went into the net, and Georges couldn't pick it up off the net and keep it alive. So it is 14-14 through 28 points in set number 2. Cassidy Nelson back to serve. She's dribbling the ball, and she will take the jump serve. Get it over the net. Up on the outside, in the middle, excuse me. It looked like he was going outside, but it was set to the middle. And McKinley Bradshaw misses by about a foot there on the far baseline, right in front of the lines judge. We talked to the officials. Neither of the two lines judge will be in Casper next week. Our down official is not making the trip to Casper to cover the state championships, but the up official for this match will be. We'll see her next week, as well as her father, who is part of the 3-man officiating crew this weekend. 15-all here through 30 points. Deadlocked in set 2 after Lyman had a quick start in set number 1. Before a late rally from Mountain View came up just short. Not coming up short there was Olivia Smith, or Michaela Bradshaw. It looked like Olivia Smith, but it was Michaela Bradshaw. And Georges backed into the net there. Or actually, Stevens backed into the net there without realizing it. And Stevens touches the net, so that is a Mountain View error. And Lyman has a 1-point lead in this second set. On the outside, Frankie Jenkins uses the blockers to her advantage. I believe that was Olivia Smith this time. She was next to Kylie Walker, so I believe that Smith was the one to touch that. Went out of play, 16 apiece here in set number 2. Kept alive, Kylie Walker sets it up outside, and still alive. (17-16). Lyman with the advantage. This one tapped over, and a high intelligence play, a high IQ play there from Frankie Jenkins. Frankie Jenkins saw a double block of McKaylee and Olivia there, so she knew. Instead of just trying to power it through him, just going to hit it right over him. Kylie Walker takes the second ball, gives it to McKaylee Bradshaw, blocked at the net, and a host of players touch the ball for Lyman. None of them can get the ball elevated enough, and the ball hits the hard wood. And it is 18-17 Mountain View in this back and forth set, have taken a narrow advantage. Blocked at the net there and sent out of play. Mountain View will get the point. They lead 19-17 in this match. On the outside, pushed deep into the corner from McKinley Bradshaw. Blocked at the net. McKinley Bradshaw over to Olivia Smith. Olivia sends it right back. And McKinley Bradshaw places it right on that sideline in that back corner. And that draws her team within a point here. 19-18 in this set. It is set number 2. And that one is straight out of play, right by Berisha Hansen. Does a little dance to avoid that ball, and it is tied at 19 apiece. Could not get any closer throughout 38 points in this second set. Kept alive. Georges sets up Jenkins, and Jenkins, like a bowling alley, and those are the pins. She knocks him down. 20-19, the lead here for Mountain View. Sits at 1 point. A singular point separates these two teams in set number 2. And diving effort there from Kelsey Georges, not quick enough to get it. And the ball hits the turf, hits the hardwood. I keep on saying turf like I'm covering a football game. You'd think after 10 hours yesterday and 10 hours today, I'd be a little bit more prepared, but I haven't been. Covered a football game in the middle of those, so that's probably where I'm getting that from. Olivia Smith, McKinley Bradshaw, bumps it over her head, gets it over the net. It's tapped up over the net. Olivia Smith keeps it alive. Olivia over to Kylie. Kylie to Cassidy. Cassidy Nelson will take this third ball, bump it, or actually Spring Yagi will take it away from Cassidy Nelson at the last minute. Blocked on the attempt by Ringford there. Second ball coming up to Kylie Walker. She's going to dump this over the net. Probably not the placement she wanted for it, and it's still alive here. Long rally. Spring Yagi tips it over the net. Bugus dives in, saves it. Third ball, free ball coming. Kylie Walker is going to set it up. A back set there, and it goes off of Mountain View, and Mountain View touches the net. Lindy Herford stuck standing there in awe, maybe disgust. I'm not sure the emotion that she had, but she was oblivious at the fact that she had touched the net. 21-20, Lyman leading. Haley Herford sends it off the forearms of McKinley Bradshaw. She had to back up the last second, and she could not get her body away from the ball. And had she just stayed there, it would have hit her hand and probably her chest and been a double hit anyway. And that ball is another service error, and it is a Mountain View error, which gives Lyman the point. Stop me if you heard that before. 22-21, Lyman with the lead. Sets it up middle. And Lindy Herford puts it away. So Lindy Herford uses some skill there to place it where the defense was not, and it is 22-22 in this match. Set number 2. Haley Herford to serve. Kylie Walker on the outside. Cassidy Nelson, Bugus with a dive, sends it into the bleachers. And that is out of play. 23-22, Mountain View. If they want to win this set and avoid going down 2-0, they're going to have to come out here, and Diana Timms maybe sensing that will call a timeout. So we're going to take a timeout too on MyLocalRadio.com. Please join us after this commercial break.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Mountain View trailing 23-22. Lyman with a 1-point advantage here, trying to finish out this second set and go up 2-0. And that is not the way to do it. Olivia Smith takes a rocket off her forearms into the Mountain View student section. I'm sure the Mountain View student section doesn't mind because that means it is a Mountain View point. So 23-all here in set number 2. Lindy Hereford. McKinley Bradshaw. Georges going to set it up on the outside. Here comes Rinker. And that one's over the net. Still alive. That was actually Jenkins. Sorry about that. And that is out of play. Haley Stevens went for that back line, and she just missed it there. 24-23 set point in set number 2. Our first set point of set number 2 will be on the hands of Spring Yagi as Cassie Nelson turns around, maybe offers a word of advice, encouragement. Hereford on her knees, receives the serve. Jenkins. That's back on the Mountain View side and out of play, so it's all tied at 24. So about three Lyman players going to the Mountain View side. They look like they wanted to all get that back in play. You can get back in play as long as you don't hit the antenna or hit the net while doing so. McKinley Bradshaw taps it over. She thought she finished the point there. She did not, though. Olivia Smith will also tap it. Stevens, Georges, outside Jenkins, tapped at the net, blocked. Rinker taps this one over. Smith, Walker, outside. Bradshaw taps it over, and Bradshaw gets a point there, right over the head of Haley Hereford and in front of Haley. In front of Lindy, over the head of Haley. Just the Hereford sisters were both around the ball, put it that way. And a timeout, the final timeout by Diana Timms of Mountain View. Mountain View will take the timeout, trying to keep this set alive. It's first 1 to 25, win by 2. So if you're at home and you didn't know the rules and you're saying, oh, I thought that ended the set, they got 25. It does not end the set, you have to win by 2. So if Lyman gets his point, they will win the set. So can't move the timeout into the next set, so it's a use it or lose it situation. Coaches for Mountain View, Diana Timms, Kim Stevens, and Jessica Anderson. Lyman's head coaches. Head coach is Brescia Hansen. Assistant coach is Courtney Walker and Kim Hawes. Fun facts if you didn't know them, but there they are. Kylie Walker serving with a set point for Lyman. At the net, block, kept alive. Georges momentarily. Ball gets over from Hereford. Let's see if that can win the rally here for Mountain View. And it's still alive, or is it? No, it is not. Bradshaw tried to finish the point and finish the set there. The ball went into the net. No Mountain View player touched it, so when she touched it again, it blew the play dead. And we're tied at 25 in set number 2. Ball is kept alive. Jenkins, Georges. Jenkins wants it back. She's going to get it. And Kylie Walker's going to set it up wide, and Bradshaw swings, connects, slaps the floor after that one, and excitement as she should. A 26-25 lead for Lyman, and they have set point again here. If Lyman wins this point, they will win the set. Mountain View needs to win this point to continue the set. Jenkins going to get the set back from Georges. Kept alive. Walker taking the second ball. She's going to give it wide. And trying to get that outside corner. Michaela Bradshaw pats her chest and says, hey, my bad. And we're tied at 26. Still alive, Cassidy Nelson, off the Mountain View block, and that's a timeout for Lyman as Mountain View has a set point ahead. Let's take a quick break on MyLocalRadio.com. Do not go anywhere.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
Mountain View and Lyman in a Bridger Valley battle. The 5th time these teams have played, and you can tell it's an intense matchup. It's 27-26 in set number 2, a set point, the first of the match for Mountain View. Let's see if they can capitalize on this. Cassidy Walker out of bounds. Cassidy Nelson, out of bounds. And that's going to be a Mountain View set. Mountain View takes the second set after losing set number 1. And we will play at least 4 sets tonight. Which team will get the advantage and take the lead here? Tune in on MyLocalRadio.com to find out which team will prevail and get the number 1 seed.
If you want your truck to really catch the eye, have the professionals at Plains Tire in Evanston install a custom lift kit with new tires and wheels. We've got a huge selection to choose from, so no matter what your style is, we've got the tires and wheels to make you smile. The way your truck looks reflects on you. Get the reflection you want with a lift kit, new tires, and wheels from Plains Tire in Evanston, the tire professionals. 157 Bear River Drive. Stop in today.
MyLocalRadio.com is Southwest Wyoming and Northeast Utah's top website and the best source for local area news, weather, sports, and community events. And that's not all. MyLocalRadio.com features thousands of photographs of Wyoming and Utah high school events, from speech and drama competitions to local events, sports and activities, and much more. Check it out today and see what MyLocalRadio.com has for you.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. Orthopedic surgery is the practice of medicine centered around bones and joints. It's all about movement and activity and getting that to be less painful. Watching a patient with a specific problem, whether that's pain or decreased range of motion, and being able to treat them, by far the best part of my job.
If you can't give your dentist a 5-star rating, then you ought to consider making your next dental appointment with Dr. McKay Frankham. One patient said, "The best experience I've ever had at a dentist." Other customer comments include 5 stars plus. And not only is Dr. Frankham the best dentist I've ever been to, but I can actually afford to have dental work done by Dr. Frankham. Make your next dental visit a 5-star experience. Call for an appointment today at 307-789-8910.
Back here in Mountain View, where the Buffalo, playing at home, took the last set from the Lyman Eagles. That last set was taken by Mountain View. They will try to remain with the momentum here and win this next set. Could go a long way towards deciding the winner of this set and the winner of this match.
It's just on MyLocalRadio.com, and it's on its own tab. It should be right on the homepage. It should just be 3A West, and then you have to scroll to the championship match.
To explain to somebody how to get their family member able to watch it online, so apologize for that, but we want everyone to be able to watch this match, of course, so. That one is up and kept alive there by Jenkins. Jenkins, an athletic play. On the outside, McKinley Bradshaw swings, and that will be a Lyman point. Kept alive there. The Mountain View crowd thought that point was over, but it is still alive as Mountain View dives. And that will be I believe a carry violation on Lyman to give Mountain View the point. Cassidy Nelson narrowly avoids the net, and she did not avoid the net. Right in front of the up official. She did not call it. The other official did. Brescia Hansen just looking for an explanation on that. I don't know if Brescia Hansen's satisfied with the explanation that she gets, but she does get one from the down official. Lyman down 3-1 here to the home team Buffaloes, and the Buffaloes serve it right into the net, and it is 3-2 in this set. Kept alive there momentarily, and a carrying violation on Mountain View will even up the score at 3 apiece here. Kept alive, Georges, middle, Hereford, and that's a point for Mountain View. Mountain View leading 4-3. They are tied up in sets at 1 apiece here. Kylie Walker. Second ball over Cassidy Nelson, Cassidy Nelson punishing any Mountain View defenders that dare get in their way there as Danny Timms knocks the ball over to the Lyman side. McKaylee Bradshaw will serve. She does get it up, and Lindy Hereford was able to return it, but unfortunately for her, it went a little bit too far, went into the net. Georges was underneath trying to pick it up and keep it alive, but a hard task for any player. And that is out of play there, so 5-all here in Mountain View is the score through 10 points. Mountain View and Lyman through 10 points are tied at 5 apiece. They're tied at 1 set apiece as well. In the middle, kept alive on the outside. And that one right on the sideline is in play. And that one will be a 6-5 advantage for Lyman as they have stormed back, took the lead here early in set number 3. The winner of this set will have a 2-1 set advantage. We will play best of 5, so the winner of this match will not be determined after this set, but it might go a long way to figuring out which team will win. And that is off of Lyman and out of play. And that is a Mountain View point, so back and forth. Really ever since the beginning of that first set, where these two teams really have just been back and forth at each other. This one set up from Kylie Walker, and Kylie Walker able to finish the point or get the ball over to someone who will finish the point. It's 7-6. There's no extra point. This isn't football. At least Mountain View hopes that maybe an extra point will be kicked if they score a point here. And we're talking football scores, even it up at 7. Lyman trying to extend their lead, however. They're not going to just let Mountain View score. Into their own court there. Nearly takes out the midsection of Cassie Nelson there. Maybe push that out of the way if you're Lyman. And that one is good. McKinley Bradshaw able to finish that point, and sure enough, Brescia Hansen, actually she pulls it closer, so she pulls it back to the same spot. Doesn't say Brescia Hansen pushes the card out of the way, but that is Lyman's personal ball card, so I guess they just want to keep it close, make sure those balls don't walk away. Cassidy Nelson seemed awfully perturbed at the last point, though, when she nearly ran into it. She hit the ball, and then she kind of pushed the card away in disgust, like, what are you doing here? Get out of here. Lyman with a few points in a row here. It is 9-6 now. Bugis on her knees, receives the serve. Set up Ringford, and Ringford finds the back corner of the net there. The back corner of the court there. And that's another kill. Another Benedict's Market and True Value in Mountain View kill for Mountain View. Allie Ringford, the sophomore, on the court here for Mountain View. This one set up in the middle and kept alive. McKinley Bradshaw. This one right in front of the outstretched hands of Spring Yagi. Not too happy about that one as the ball was in play. 9-8, Lyman still leading, but they had a bigger lead until a few points ago. Tapped, blocked at the net. Rinker and Haley Herford come together to block it. And unfortunately for them, they cannot get the ball up and over the net once again, and it's 10-8. Lyman with the lead here. A tight back and forth match. Has felt tight ever since the first set, where Lyman got off to a really quick start. And it took a late Mountain View rally to get back into that set before losing. Georges on the outside, and Haley Herford misses that one. It is hard because Haley and Lindy Herford are identical, so if I ever mess that up, I'm looking at the faces and not the numbers on the jersey all the time, so I apologize if I called the wrong Herford, the wrong name momentarily before correcting myself. Olivia Smith just bats it to the back corner. Bugis was there, ready for it. And Rinker cannot get it. It's into the net. And back on her own side, and it's 12-8. Lyman with the lead. So Lyman was not able to finish a perfect run through this regionals and not drop a single set. Mountain View had dropped a set before this match against Powell last night in the semifinal. And that one's tapped over from Haley Herford, and Haley Herford finishes off the point there. 12-9, the advantage towards the Lyman Eagles. Twelve to 9, ball still alive. Tapped up, kept it alive. And that one blocked at the net and into the near bleachers, and that's a point for Mountain View. The Buffaloes, home team in this regional, have advanced to the finals and are looking to seal the deal and get their final win of the regionals and take home that trophy. I guess you say take home. I mean, they don't really take it home. They keep it in the gymnasium in the trophy cabinet, but I guess they're looking to make this a permanent place, a permanent home for that regional championship trophy. Lyman will try to take it back home if they win. Lindy Herford swung And she did get a connection, actually. It was tipped off of a Lyman player, and that is a Mountain View point. Kept alive there. McKaylee Bradshaw off the hand of Haley Herford. And out of play. And that's a Lyman point on the side out. (14-11), Lyman leading. Their lead is only at a point though, at 3 points though. And make it 2 after that Mountain View kill. Haley Herford back to serve. Other than Rinker, no one has entered the game from the Mountain View bench. And a diving effort there, not quick enough, was McKinley Bradshaw. McKaylee Bradshaw. Yeah, McKinley, I had it right the first time. Shouldn't have doubted myself. McKinley Bradshaw. Bradshaws are cousins. The Herefords are twin sisters, so a lot of familial matchups in this one. Kept alive. Haley over to Lindy. On the outside, Cassie Nelson sets it over to McKaylee. And that one is blocked by McKaylee. Does a little dance after reacting to that one. And it's 15-13. So just finishing my thought, only one player has come off the bench for a Lyman as well. I guess Mandy Ayer did get qualified for a start, so she was in, but she's the only player that has checked in that is not on the court currently for Lyman. And Lyman has a 3-point lead. The Eagles making it look easy, making it look good so far. That one's over the net and down on the Lyman side, so that's a Mountain View point. 16-14 in this match. Set number 3, we are tied at 1 apiece. Best of 5 format. On the outside, Cassidy Nelson. Cassidy Nelson swings again. Cassidy Nelson connects. Can Lindy Herford get to it? She does. Frankie Jenkins sends it over, so good communication there. Cassidy Nelson blocked and out of play. Just missed that very near sideline, right in front of the down official. The lines judge made the call, and it is 17-14. The visitor is trying to spoil in what will be truly the final match at home for a lot of these seniors for Mountain View. Mountain View has 8 seniors on their roster. Lyman with 6. And that is off the face of Haley Stevens. Ball came off the net. She tried to keep it alive, and she took one off the face. So she gets a hug from one of her teammates on the bench. Feeling bad for her after getting one off the face. Rinker going to attack it from the middle. Does not finish it. McKinley Bradshaw will try to finish it. She has no luck. McKaylee Bradshaw. Can Olivia Smith finish it? She does, and the ball deflects off of a Mountain View player and all the way into the Lyman student section. It is 19-15 through about 2 3/4 sets here on MyLocalRadio.com. Please stay with us for this commercial break.
If you can't give your dentist a 5-star rating, then you ought to consider making your next dental appointment with Dr. McKay Frankham. One patient said, "The best experience I've ever had at a dentist." Other customer comments include 5 stars plus. And not only is Dr. Frankham the best dentist I've ever been to, but I can actually afford to have dental work done by Dr. Frankham. Make your next dental visit a 5-star experience. Call for an appointment today at 307-789-8910.
19-15. Lyman leading here in set number 3. (19-15) the lead here. Mountain View receiving the serve, and they get it over the net. Frankie Jenkins is there. Kylie Walker jump set. McKinley Bradshaw pounds that one through the Mountain View defense. Allie Bugis was there. She tried to twist her body at the last second and control the direction of the ball, but she could not. And it's 20-15. Kept alive. Georges. Cassidy Nelson comes together with her teammate. Able to be kept alive. McKinley Bradshaw powers that one over the net. Free ball. Tipped. Spring Yagi. And that one is a diving defense. Saved there. Bugis smacks it to the back row. Olivia Smith tried to hit that back corner. Maybe tried to hit a defender. Get a defender to touch it. And it does neither of those. And it's out of bounds. 20-16. The lead is at 4 for Lyman here. Ball is kept alive on the outside. Frankie Jenkins swings. Cassidy Nelson. And that ball is in. It hits the back line. Bugis says, "My bad. Should have went after that one." She did not. And it's a 5-point lead, and Diana Timms will call her 4th timeout of the match. Her 6th timeout of the match, excuse me. Her second and final of this set, and we're going to keep it right here to thank some of our advertisers and sponsors for this match. WyoChem Federal Credit Union, WyoChem Federal Credit Union, where your money works hard for you. Bridger Valley Electric, call them today at 307-786-2800. Once again, that's 307-786-2800. 307-786-2800. Your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, Bridger Valley Electric. Tegler & Associates, serving Wyoming since 1943 with life, health, auto, home, recreational vehicle, and commercial insurance. Call the Lyman office today. They represent multiple insurance carriers. This way we can customize your insurance from a perfect fit. Call Jenny and the team in the Lyman office today at 307-787-6560. Kylie Walker back to serve here for Lyman, looking to capitalize on this 3rd set lead they have. Rinker in the middle, smacks it over the blockers. McKinley Bradshaw tries to use the blockers to her advantage. She does, as Rinker, while she was on her way down, touched it, and it goes out of bounds. 22-16 is the lead here. The home team, Mountain View Buffalo, trying to come back in set number 3 like they did set number 2. And take the lead in this match for the first time, and that is off the hands of Cassidy Nelson in 22-17. Serving for Mountain View will be Frankie Jenkins. Kept alive. Spring Yagi. On the outside, McKinley Bradshaw. Bugis able to keep it alive. Lindy Herford taps it over the block. Kylie Walker is there. On the outside, smacked around, and Lindy Herford, a diving effort over to Allie Bugis. Rinker. on the outside. And Hereford was there. Haley Hereford was there the second time, the second ball. Rinker first ball, Georgia second. Lindy Hereford puts it to the back line. McKinley Bradshaw. Ball still alive, going to be a jump ball at the net. Kept alive momentarily, smacked over the net. No! Spring Yagi just missed that one. A good rally there amongst these two teams. 22-18. Stevens checks in, Rinker checks out. Olivia Smith maybe a little bit too far on the serve, and McKaylee Bradshaw did touch the net there. You could see her face if you're watching the camera. She did say no when that call has happened. She did not think that she touched the net. She just thought that the ball touched the net when she rolled it over. And we might have a rotation mishap. We've had about 5 of them today, and each of them has taken an average of 10 minutes, so hopefully it's not this long. Doesn't take this long to fix. I did joke about this to both coaches. I said, hey, please do not make a rotation error, because it has taken abnormally long today for them to be resolved at the scorer's table. And sure enough, here we are, 22-19. Set number 3. The officials have decided to drain the energy off the court and inject it into the sidelines as both fan bases try to chant and out-chant each other. You can see Lindy Hereford holding her heart, saying almost like I was so nervous we were about to give up a point there. And here we go again. So Risha Hansen with her arms folded kind of looks up at me and smiles. I think she realizes my frustration along with a lot of other people. And what are we going? What are we doing here? What's going on? And what's the issue? Not sure if this is a Mountain View issue or a Lyman issue. It looked like a Mountain View issue initially, and Teddy Timms wants to join the conversation. She's going to come over, get an explanation. I don't think this was initiated by the official. I think this was initiated by the person keeping the book. So the bookkeeper has been awfully slow today, not to disparage anybody, but a lot of delays caused by the people keeping the book today, and that's not usually what you want to see. 22-19 is the lead, though, for Lyman. Georges, Stevens, kept it alive. On the outside. Hereford. Pokes at it. Lindy Hereford trying to finish the point. She does as it goes way into the bleachers. And it's a timeout. Lyman takes the first timeout of this match. They trail this one 22-20. Or they lead this one 22-20, but Mountain View on a run of a couple points here, so they don't want to let this one get away from them like maybe the second set got away from them, or what they feel like the second set got away from them. Mountain View and Lyman competing here for the state regional #1 seed out of the West. Both teams want to be the #1 seed. The winner of this match will play Torrington to open up next week's regional action. The loser will play Buffalo. That much we are certain of. Still waiting for that championship match to conclude in Torrington, so we won't know the 3 and 4 seeds who they will be playing yet, but you can check all that out and hear from me during our weekly radio show on Tuesdays, 10:30 to 11 a.m. Go to MyLocalRadio.com, click watch, or not watch, listen live, and go to KNYN 99.1, and you can listen to the radio live on your smartphone, computer, tablet, mobile device. Coach Hansen talking with the down official after that. Timeout ended. Seems to be maybe, possibly, just a little bit okay, and we seem to be good right now. And 22-20 is the score. Lyman with the lead. Mountain View serving. Allie Bugis on the outside, blocked on the mat. McKinley Bradshaw spike. Lindy Herford puts it right past the outstretched hands of Cassidy Nelson. Cassidy Nelson could not get to that one. It is 22-21 here in set number 3. Almost even. All even at 1 apiece in sets. Played at 25, win by 2 in this set. Kept alive by Bugis on the outside, Lindy Herford, and Lindy Herford puts it right by the hands of McKinley Bradshaw and Spring Yagi, and we are tied. Mountain View has rallied all the way back in set number 3, just like they did in set number 2. It is 22-21, the Buffaloes. 22-22, the Buffaloes have tied it in set number 3 here. The winner of this set will not determine the winner of the match, but as I've been saying, it will go a long way. Neither team wants to concede this one. You can tell because Brescia Hansen rarely does call timeouts, but she has called 2 in the last span of about 5 points here. Trying to talk to her team and get the fans all ready and roaring to go. MyLocalRadio.com scoreboard. (22-22). Serve received by McKinley Bradshaw. McKaylee Bradshaw will try to spike this one away, and it is blocked. And that's a Mountain View point. The crowd is on their feet cheering very loudly for that one. 23-22. Mountain View leading. Cassidy Nelson over to Bradshaw. Georges. Herford. Kylie Walker. McKaylee Bradshaw over to her cousin McKinley Bradshaw. Kept alive there on the defense. Herford mishits it, and Herford knows she let one go there off the fingertips. And it's 23-all here in this final set. In this final points of the set, not the final set. We play best of 5. 23 apiece here. Lindy Herford puts it in the back corner. Lyman student section all vacates the area to make sure that Lyman had a chance at that one. Spring Yagi, Kylie Walker gonna set this one to the back row. McKinley Bradshaw. And that one right by Kylie Walker is coming up to try to get it. It's 24-23 and a set point for Mountain View. Mountain View set point here in front of their home crowd to go up 2-1 if they get this point. And it is out, just missed. Haley Herford missed by an inch on that baseline. And it's 24-all. 24-all, played at 25, win by 2. So the next team to get 2 points in a row will be your leader in this match. And that is right by the Lyman defense, who all rotated up, ready for a spike, and that one just pushed to the back corner. It's 25-24. Mountain View, set point number 2 in set number 3. This one served and not able to be received. McKaylee Bradshaw is not happy with herself. She could not contain that serve. And it is a set advantage for Mountain View. Not unfamiliar for this Mountain View team. Remember, in Cokeville, they did lead 2-1, seemed to have Lyman on the ropes. before taking the set advantage again. Join us on MyLocalRadio.com after this commercial break.
MyLocalRadio.com is Southwest Wyoming and Northeast Utah's top website and the best source for local area news, weather, sports, and community events. And that's not all. MyLocalRadio.com features thousands of photographs of Wyoming and Utah high school events, from speech and drama competitions to local events, sports and activities, and much more. Check it out today and see what MyLocalRadio.com has for you. Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires that offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Here in set number 4, Mountain View is holding on to a 2-1 advantage in sets now. Unfamiliar territory perhaps for Lyman. They have not experienced this since that opening weekend where they have actually trailed 2-1. Let's see how this fourth, and hopefully if you're a Lyman fan, 5th set turn out for the Eagles and Buffaloes. 2-1. Set number 4. As we get ready for action here in set number 4, Bugis and Haley Hereford hug each other. I think they know how close they are to what would amount to a monumental victory for the Mountain View Buffalo if they were to finish off this match. Obviously not a conclusion we can jump to yet. There are some conclusions that you can jump to. Tom Brady going to throw for 3,000 plus yards, probably a given. Patriots make the playoffs, you know. Some of those things across sports. The Golden State Warriors to win the championship. Starting set number 4 here, and the first point is out. Those Mountain View students in the corner irate at that call. They really thought that ball was in, but they are a little biased, so I can understand. And it will actually be given to Mountain View. So maybe they did overturn the call. I'm not really sure how that call got overturned, but they did say it did hit the line. So Mountain View with the point there. And it's 1-0 Buffalo. And the ball went into the net. No Lyman player touched it. So when the Mountain View player touched it again, that ended the point there and called it dead, blew it dead. 1-1 here in set number 4. Hereford. Haley Hereford going to swing for it. She would have really needed to make solid contact about 10 feet out of bounds in order to get to that one. 2-1 the lead here. And that's out of play, out of bounds on that one. Mountain View and Lyman tied at 2 here in set number 4. ball did hit the ground there, and Lindy Herford and Frankie Jenkins come together. They know they almost got away with that one, but the referees, all the eyes on the court, especially all those Lyman fans, they were not going to let that one go without putting up a fight. Lyman leading 3-2 here in set 4. Frankie Jenkins swings forward and she missed. Frankie Jenkins out of play, out of bounds, and it's 4-2 Lyman. Sets are 2-1. Mountain View leading in set count 2-1. That one's set straight up in the air, and Olivia Smith, she missed it. Olivia Smith tried to go near sideline right in front of Diana Timms and the Mountain View bench, and not really going to get that call very often. It's got to be clear that it was on the line if you're in front of the opposing team's bench, as they're all going to react in a certain way, obviously. Kept alive there, and that is going to be a point for Lyman. McKaylee Bradshaw. 5-3 in this match. Set number 4. Lyman leading 5-3 in this set. Trailing 2-1 in sets, though. They'll need to win this set to continue this match and force a 5th set. Rolled over the net, Bugis, Georges, outside, Jenkins, and that ball hits the line. No doubt about that one. And it's 5-4. Mountain View trying to fight back here in this 4th set, even things up. Cassidy Nelson takes a swing, and Bugis takes one off the ceiling, and it's still on the Lyman side, and Lyman just kind of sees that there are a bunch of players out of position. They tap it over into an unoccupied area, and it's 6-4. Kept alive, Mountain View, Lindy Herford, Kylie Walker, Spring Yagi. The placement on that one was pretty perfect. And it's 7-4 here in this 4th set. Ball is kept alive on the outside, swinging. And that is out of play. And Mountain View gets the point back, so 7-5. Buffalo trailing, but leading in sets. With a win in this set, they will win the match. Kept alive. Mountain View, Lyman in this rally, and that is what you call a rally killer off the hands of McKaylee Bradshaw, as McKaylee Bradshaw slams that one off the blockers and out of play. 8-5, Lyman with the lead. Bugis gets it over to Georges, Lindy Herford. Cassidy Nelson, Bugis reads it and is able to dive and get there. Kylie Walker in the middle, sets it up. McKinley Bradshaw, Kylie Walker, Cassidy Nelson, Bugis still there. Lindy Herford, and Lindy Herford sends it out of play. And it's 9-5. So the gym has maybe thinned out just a little bit, as some people have places to go on a Saturday night, but the energy is still here in Mountain View, where both sides do not want to concede this match and give up on the state the regional title. And a timeout by Mountain View after Lyman extends their lead to 10-5. We're going to take a timeout with them on MyLocalRadio.com.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
Mountain View trailing 10-5, but leading in sets 2-1. That's probably the more important number, that they are leading in sets. Lyman hopes to even it up and get it to a deciding fifth set, however. Kept alive. On the outside. Still alive. McKinley Bradshaw gets it over the net. Lindy Herford swings. Lindy Herford is out. Oh my goodness. That ball was out, probably by a hair, because in my unbiased opinion, I thought that ball was going to be in. I was really excited to call that Lindy Herford spike, but instead, that ball was ruled out of bounds from the lines judge. 11-5 the score. Cassie Nelson tries to push it over, but it's blocked, and Haley Herford finds herself with another point for Mountain View. Doesn't get much easier than that, though. Cassie Nelson tried to pull a quick one by the Mountain View Buffaloes, and they were prepared. And Cassie Nelson comes back and says, yeah, try to do that twice in a row. We'll see how that works out. Haley Stevens and Kelsey Georges waiting for a block, and I think both of them wound up touching the ball, but it is down, and it's 12-6. At the live, Georges on the outside. Stevens. Lindy Herford cannot finish it, and Lindy Herford. And it's 13-6. 13-6. Lyman leading Mountain View. On the outside, and this one is good. That is a spike there, and a point for Mountain View. The Buffaloes cut the deficit by one there. 13-7 is the score in this match. Kept alive and send out a play there. And it is 14-7. They have doubled up. The Mountain View Buffaloes have the Lyman Eagles here. If this one goes Lyman's way, we'll have a deciding fifth set. And it is out of bounds. Haley Herford calling off her sister, Lindy Herford, saying, hey, don't touch it. It's going out. And it's 14-8 now. Mountain View still trailing, but by 6 right now. Kept alive, 14-8 on the outside, and number 14 gets point number 15 for Lyman as McKinley Bradshaw is able to finish it. That's going to be a Lyman, or a Mountain View point, excuse me. Draw some boos from the Lyman supporters. They thought that they had won the point, but it will be a Mountain View point. Kept alive, Kylie Walker, and that is, I didn't see the call. That is in, so it is a Lyman point there, and A timeout, Diana Timms and the Mountain View Buffaloes. We'll take this timeout with her on MyLocalRadio.com.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. I perform total hip, total knee, and total shoulder replacement. The huge majority of patients of mine that have undergone total joint replacement have been dealing with pain and disability for many years. After joint replacement and recovery, patients are back to doing the activities that they want to do.
Here at Mountain View, where the Mountain View Buffaloes are still in their huddle. Lyman broke their huddle, and they are ready to go. I mean, it's been a pretty consistent lineup here for Mountain View and Lyman. No real substitutions, but players on the court: McKinley Bradshaw, Spring Yagi, Kylie Walker, McKaylee Bradshaw, Cassidy Nelson, and Olivia Smith for Mountain View. Kelsey Georges, Allie Rinker, Allie Bugis, Frankie Jenkins, and both Hereford's, Lindy and Haley, currently on the court. Haley Stevens on the bench right now for Mountain View. Serve goes through the court and out of bounds. Another service error on Lyman. It is tapped over there by McKaylee Bradshaw, and McKaylee Bradshaw gets the point there. Diving effort from Kelsey Georges, not enough. (17-10), crowd gets into it. Olivia Smith able to get the serve over the net. Rinker goes up, and Rinker did, in fact, touch the net. She might look incredulous at the fact that she did, but I could see that one. The net is still moving, by the way, so it's usually an indication somebody touched the net, unless the ball did, and the ball did not touch the net there. But Rinker kind of backed into it, couldn't throw a backside into it. Georges outside. Blocked at the net there. Double block of McKaylee Bradshaw and Spring Yagi. Looked like they're going to go up, but that ball pushed to the back line. Cassidy Nelson, Bugis is there. Georges on the outside, looking, or in the middle rather, looking for Rinker. Kylie Walker on the outside, sets up McKaylee Bradshaw. Bugis keeps it alive. Kylie Walker on the outside. Nelson just kind of punches it in the back to Bugis. Lindy Hereford blocked, and I believe that was off the hands of McKaylee Bradshaw, but it went out of bounds. And that is a Mountain View point here, as Bugis will go back to take the serve. Kylie Walker and Cassidy Nelson chatting over some things on the Lyman side, and McKinley Bradshaw had to get on her knees really quick and try to get that serve. Maybe wasn't expecting it so quick and so low, and because of it, the ball goes errant and out of bounds into the net after a couple of hits, and it's 18-12. Buffaloes trailing in this set. McKinley Bradshaw, Kylie Walker on the outside. Cassidy Nelson gets blocked. McKinley Bradshaw there to cover it up, though. Georges on the outside. Lindy Hereford going to swing for it. Olivia Smith with the dig. Spring Yagi just kind of dumps it over the net. And Cassidy Nelson against Allie Bugis, the libero from Mountain View. Advantage, Cassidy Nelson. 100 times out of 100 at the net. Bugis knew that there was no way she was going to get to that ball at the top of the net over Nelson, so she just kind of stayed and waited for the ball, but the ball fell on her side of the net. Nelson, no need to tap it on that one. Georges sets it up middle. Stevens back into the match. That's a touch there. Georges going to set it up wide to Lindy Hereford. Don't know if that was touched. I don't think it mattered. I think they called the ball in. I don't think they said it was touched. I think they said it hit the net and landed on the sideline was the call there. So 19-13. Buffaloes still trailing the Eagles in this set, but leading in the set count 2-1. 19-13. Kept alive. over the net, and in play. McKaylee Bradshaw started celebrating. She had her hands in the air, and she was just left to watch the ball, and unfortunately for her, it landed on the sideline, on that baseline, so she kind of clapped her hands together. I'm like, whoops, probably shouldn't have stuck my hands out in the air before the point finished. But 19-14 is the lead, and make it 20-14 after the service error on Mountain View. Ball went straight into the net, and Cassidy Nelson to serve. Cassidy Nelson, jump serve, gets it off, kept alive, and that is off of a blocker and out of bounds. I believe that was off the hands of McKinley Bradshaw, and it's 21-14, and back to serve once again is Nelson. Lyman is 4 points away from taking set number 4, forcing a 5th set, which will be played to 15, win by 2. Bugis has to bend over to try to pick up that serve and cannot. Nearly sends it off the head of one of our assistant coaches as it went over the bench. Cassidy Nelson back to serve after the Bradshaw's Glass Towing and Fitness ace. Serve received there and at the net, and nope, not able to be kept alive there. I think McKinley Bradshaw hit it first, and then Spring Yagi tried to get control of it, but she could not, and eventually McKinley Bradshaw kind of flailed her foot in there, but didn't make contact with it. Lindy Herford serves. Nelson receives. On the outside, McKinley Bradshaw. That ball goes sky high and above the umpire's chair. And back into play, Cassidy Nelson. Kylie Walker, who is she going to set? She's going to choose Yagi this time, and Yagi can't finish it. Kept alive, Kylie Walker in the middle, Spring Yagi, and nope. McKinley Bradshaw tried to pick it up off the net. He touched it once, and then touched it again, blowing the play dead there, 22-16. Let's see if Brescia Hansen has nightmares about what happened in the last 2 sets and decides to call a timeout if her team doesn't get a point here soon. Tapped over the net there, smart play, and no whistle's blown. This play is still live. McKinley Bradshaw says, yeah, return this one, as McKinley Bradshaw pounds that one off the arm of a Mountain View defender. It looked like they finished the point once already, but no whistles blew, and to Mountain View's credit, they continue playing. 23-16. On the outside, and that is off of the outstretched hands of Spring Yagi into the Mountain View cheerleaders. 23-17. 2 points away from taking this 4th set is Lyman, but these 2 points might be the hardest to get. Kylie Walker going to set up McKinley Bradshaw, and they usually are the hardest to get, but it's pretty easy when you have McKinley Bradshaw lined up on the outside ready to take a set and just kind of say, here, deal with this. Kind of put that on Mountain View. 24-17, first set point of this 4th set goes to Lyman. Georges can take the second ball, throw it over to Rinker, and nope. It's a good way to blow out your knees there for McKinley Bradshaw. She does like a full limbo split there, kind of falls back, and her feet go out from under her. 24-18. Cassidy Nelson, Kylie Walker, McKinley Bradshaw trying to finish it, and finishes the point, not the set, however, and missed connection there. And it's 24-19. So one more point is all Lyman needs, but this is their 4th opportunity to get that 1 point. See if they capitalize. Tapped at the net, Olivia Smith sends it over. Haley Herford, Kylie Walker, and tapped at the net, jump ball there, and Mountain View is able to tap it over, and Mountain View carries it on that one. Kelsey Georges, and we are going to a deciding 5th set here on a Saturday night. It is 7:30. They've got nothing better to do. I'm not tired. I've been here since 8 a.m. So if I'm not tired, neither should you. Neither should you be. I don't even know the saying. I'm too tired to even speak right now. I've been broadcasting for about the last 11 hours. So, yeah, you're just going to have to deal with that. Sorry if you were offended by grammatical mistakes. 2-2 after 4 sets. If you're interested in watching the 5th set on MyLocalRadio, please stay tuned. We're going to take a commercial break. I'm going to maybe get some more caffeine in my body before this 5th set on MyLocalRadio.com.
Your mobility affects every aspect of your life. When you suffer from an injury that decreases your mobility, or maybe you're just noticing that you're having a harder time balancing and your flexibility isn't what it used to be, call Randy Christofferson at Achieve Sports Medicine. Randy will work with you to improve your overall health by reducing pain and improving mobility. Schedule your appointment today by calling 307-747-4627. Achieve Sports Medicine in Lyman. No excuses, just results.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. I perform total hip, total knee, and total shoulder replacement. The huge majority of patients of mine that have undergone total joint replacement have been dealing with pain and disability for many years. After joint replacement and recovery, patients are back to doing the activities that they want to do.
Your mobility affects every aspect.
If you can't give your dentist a 5-star rating, then you want to consider making your next dental appointment.
Hello all, Dr. Dog here. I want to talk to you about PetMinerals.com. By merging the highest quality veterinary grade ingredients with highly advanced mineral technology, PetMinerals.com produces the most innovative pet supplements on the market. The supplements focus on specific needs like hip and joint, digestive, and overall diet. You and I both know a healthy pet is a happy pet. Show your pets how much you care. Order them supplements today at PetMinerals.com.
When you have any mechanical problems, always think of Reese Auto Service in Lyman first. Doug and the mechanics at Reese Auto Service work on everything from your lawnmower and snowblower to cars, trucks, farm and ranch equipment, and semis. You can also get tires for anything you need at Reese Auto Service. Always visit Reese first. You'll get great pricing and quality-friendly service. Reese Auto Service, 541 Highway 413, Lyman.
Back here at Mountain View, maybe for the final time, as we have set number 5 about to get underway. The final time these seniors will step on the court. I mean, both team seniors, this will be the final time they step on the court playing volleyball. But these volleyball seniors from Mountain View, their final home match, as they will head to Casper next week, either as the number 1 or number 2 seed. A win, they will play Torrington. A loss, you've earned yourself the right to play Buffalo as the number 3 seed out of the Northeast. I believe Northeast. Mountain View and Lyman. Lyman has broken their huddle now. Mountain View, a little players-only huddle there at the center of the court. Bucas, another creative high-five handshake with her teammate. Mountain View and Lyman ready to play a 5th set. This one is to 15. You have to win by 2. So if you do not start quickly, you could fall behind easily and lose this match, which neither team wants to do. Cassidy Nelson serving to start the 5th set. Georges on the outside, swings, and that is off the arms of, I believe, Haley Herford and out of play. 1-0 in the race to 15, win by 2. Lyman starts out with an early advantage. And that one goes into the net. Service error from Cassidy Nelson. And it is 1-1. So kept alive there, and that is another Mountain View point as the ball hits the net on the Lyman side. It is 2-1 Mountain View, so every point even more crucial than it has been all match here. Mountain View looking to defeat Lyman for the first time this year. The first time anybody has defeated Lyman this year. Lyman is a perfect 32-0. Kept alive on the outside. McKinley Bradshaw is going to swing for it. McKinley Bradshaw on the outside. Frankie Jenkins taps it. It hit the antenna, but they're going to say that somebody touched the net. They're going to say a Lyman player touched the net on that one. Kind of stinks because it looked like it was going to be their point there, and Mountain View instead gets credit for the point. Over 100 people watching live. Thank you on MyLocalRadio.com. We really do appreciate every single viewer who has spent time out of their morning, day, night to watch this volleyball action. And after 4 consecutive points for Mountain View, Lyman has called a timeout. It is 4-1 in set number 5 here. Gives us another chance to thank one of our advertisers, Ready Services. Ready Services wishes good luck to all the athletes, and our best days lie in the future. Like our Facebook page, Ready Services, that is REDI Services. And their website is REDIServicesLLC.com. Well, I'm headed back to Evanston after this match, where I am located at the radio station, and I might stop at Jimmy John's in Evanston. On the way home, Jimmy John's has locations in Evanston and Rock Springs. They are always freaky fast and freaky fresh. Four to 1, Mountain View serving here with the lead. Kylie Walker, McKinley Bradshaw pounds it off the block. Kept alive, Frankie Jenkins. Tap towards that sideline, and what is the call? It is out of bounds right on that Lyman sideline. Kind of a host of players running around it. I'm not sure that the line judge, who's on that far corner, on the far side of the court, could actually see that, but it was very close. I was personally blocked by a player, so stand with the call of out. Cassidy Nelson, second ball, third ball. McKinley Bradshaw pounds it to the back corner where Bugis is there. And Cassidy Nelson dives. Cassidy Nelson cannot connect. And number 19, Frankie Jenkins with the kill. Georges on the outside. Jenkins is there. Kylie Walker on the outside. McKinley Bradshaw keeps it alive. Cassidy Nelson on a dive. Third ball needs to get over from Kylie Walker. It does. Kelsey Georges going to set up the middle. Rinker trying for it. The sophomore. And Spring Yagi right in front of Cassidy Nelson takes it away and cannot make solid contact with it. Had she let it go, it looked like Cassidy Nelson was in position to grab that one. But it is 6-2 as it stands. And Lyman, their crowd that with the bleed blue shirts trying to offer some blood out to this one as their team looks to be on the ropes against Mountain View, and that one is into the Mountain View bench. The coaches quickly scurry out of the way to try to let their team get to that one. Haley Hereford laughing about it. Hereford's always laugh on the court. It's amazing to me. They never seem to be too upset. And they have a lot to be happy about today. They lead 6-3 in this deciding fifth set between Mountain View and Lyman. Georges going to back set. And Frankie Jenkins mishits that one. Maybe she overran it, I'm not sure. But she didn't make solid contact with it, and it trickled away. 6-4, Lyman has shrunk that deficit down to 2 after trailing by 4 at one point in this 5th set. Bugis, Georges, Haley Herford, and it's into the net. So Diana Timms claps her hands together. Doesn't look like she wants to call timeout yet. 6-5, Lyman trails with the serve in the hands of Kylie Walker. Walker clears the net there. Georges, Jenkins, Walker for Lyman on the outside. McKaylee Bradshaw. Georges swings her arms out and she's able to make contact. Rinker bumps it over. Free ball for Lyman, and that one is smashed through Bugis and blocked at the net, kept alive there. On the outside, Kylie Walker, McKinley Bradshaw, and that one is put away. That's going to be a kill for McKinley Bradshaw. And it is 6-6 in a race to 15 points, win by 2. Teams are almost halfway to 15, where we will decide the winner of this match. A lot of fans with their hands on their heads can't watch. I'll be your eyes and ears if you cannot watch at home. McKinley Bradshaw, back line, she just missed. She just missed that back line once again. And it is 7-6, the home team, Mountain View Buffaloes, lead by 1. And that is right in front of the outstretched hands of Bugis. And a Lyman point ties it up at 7, halfway to 15 for both teams. It's a race. Which team can score 8 points first? As it is a simple game. First one to score 8 points. 8 more points in this match will win. Bugis straight up in the air. Jenkins rolls it over the net. Kylie Walker going to jump set across the net to Cassie Nelson, and the jump ball at the net, too large. Lyman defenders kind of just jump up and make sure that the ball's not going to fall on their side, and Georges is left waiting for it. To 7, make it 9-7 as Lyman gets another point here. And Diana Timms calls a timeout. Lyman 6 points away from the 3A West Regional Championship. Mountain View still within fighters, still has a fighter's chance, a puncher's chance, if you will. They're only down 2 here. We will play to 15, win by 2. 9-7 the lead here for Lyman. Lyman and Mountain View both trying to play for that elusive trophy, the 3A West trophy, also playing for seeding. Number 1 seed decided out of this match. Number 2 seed will play Buffalo, the number 3 seed out of the East, next week in Casper. 9-7 is the score. Lyman leading. Bugis receives the serve from McKinley Bradshaw. Lindy Herford taps it over the net. McKaylee Bradshaw over to Cassidy Nelson. Cassidy Nelson finds the open spot on the court right in front of the Mountain View bench. And it's 10-7. The Lyman Eagles 5 points away from that trophy. I'm sure the players on the bench and the players on the court can feel it, can sense it. So close. Mountain View, just another story of how close they have come this year to defeating Lyman. This is the second time they have taken them to a full 5 sets. And Diana Timms calls her second and final timeout of this 5th and final set. The Mountain View Buffaloes, in front of their home crowd, are trying to hang around in this one. The Lyman Eagles trying to have made the very short drive, maybe 10-15 minutes down the road, into Mountain View and defeated the Buffaloes on their home court for the second time this season. So Mountain View and Lyman fan bases are into it here, and it's 11-7. Lyman with the lead and the serve. And it's still live, and Cassidy Nelson picks it out of the air like low-hanging fruit from the poisonous tree, and that was poison from Mountain View as the Cassidy Nelson finishes it off, and it's 12-7. Mountain View 3 points away from defeat, Lyman 3 points away from victory. And that is off of a tip. It will be Mountain View ball, the first point in a while for Mountain View. They're able to stop the run. Now we'll get Rinker off the court from Mountain View. Stevens back in. Stevens, Herfords, Jenkins, Georges, and Bugis on the court for Mountain View. Kylie Walker going to take the second ball. She's going to set it up right in front of her to McKaylee. And that's into the net, and Lindy Herford not able to get it. Lindy Herford sees her team go down 13-8. A little nervousness on the court here for Mountain View, as it is dangerously close to the conclusion of this match. Lyman and Mountain View. Mountain View is going to need to be near perfect if they want to come back and win this one. Georgia sets it up. Lindy Herford going to swing for it. Kylie Walker was advancing towards the net. And had she been in that same position, she would have been right there for it. But as it stood, it went right over her head and in play. 13-9. Mountain View trailing but serving here. McKinley Bradshaw on both knees to receive the serve, and Cassidy Nelson plants it in Allie Bugis' lap, and the Mountain View Buffaloes and the Lyman Eagles in a fifth set match here. The Lyman Eagles have set and match point for the 3A West Regional Championship. McKaylee Bradshaw to serve for the 3A West Regional Championship. Lindy Herford, in the middle. On the outside, can Cassidy Nelson finish this off? It is just long. Cassidy Nelson misses, and Mountain View stays alive in front of their home crowd. It is 14-10. Buffaloes trail. Lindy Herford, the senior, serving. Just got to hope she gets this one in and continue the point from there. She does. Kylie Walker going to set it up in the middle. Cassidy Nelson finishes it, and the Lyman Eagles are your 3A West Volleyball champions, winning 15-10 in the fifth set, as both teams will come together for well-deserved handshakes. And the final match on their home court does not go the way they planned for Mountain View, but a full five-set match. Have to be pleased with the result there, as both teams fought and both teams will play in Casper. So the matchups as far as these are set. Lyman will play Torrington next week in the opening round of the state playoffs in Casper. Mountain View will play Buffalo next week in Casper. If you want to watch any action, catch it on MyLocalRadio.com. I will be in Casper all next weekend to broadcast the volleyball state championships for the 3A classification. We really do appreciate everyone for tuning in and listening live on MyLocalRadio.com this weekend. If you enjoyed it, please give our Facebook page a like and continue to support the local teams by watching all the streams on MyLocalRadio.com. I am Sean Bennett. It has been a pleasure putting in over 25 hours of work over the last 2 days for you guys at home. Thank you from all over the state of Wyoming or the world, wherever you're watching this match. We really do appreciate it. And the championship trophy being awarded to the Lyman Eagles, a much-deserved championship run at 33-0. If they want to be a state champions, they will have to go 36-0. Will they be able to do that at Casper? You'll have to find out on MyLocalRadio.com. Once again, signing off. My name is Sean Bennett for MyLocalRadio.com. Marisha Hansen also getting awarded a trophy. I'm just going to zoom in here and try to get the Lyman Eagles holding the trophies as husband of Marisha Hansen, head coach, activities director Jason Hansen gives his Lyman Eagles a nice medal. Each player will get a medal. And the trophy right there, as you can see, in the hands of Olivia Smith. How fitting. The outspoken leader of this team, Olivia Smith, certainly has the personality of a leader. And she led her team, as well as the entire team, to a 3A West Volleyball Championship here in Mountain View. It was a successful week for head coach Brescia Hansen and her club. On MyLocalRadio.com. We'll bring you all the action next week at Casper. If you're interested in that, please stay tuned. And Lyman, the champions out of the 3A West Regionals. Thank you once again. Signing off for good. My name is Sean Bennett. See you next week in Casper and on my radio show on Tuesdays from 10:30 to 11 a.m.